Speaker, at the start of our term in office and for many years prior, there have been national dissatisfaction at the declining standards of education at the basic and secondary levels. Lack of access to both basic and secondary education has meant that many children were being left behind. A shortage of professionally trained teachers, teacher absenteeism, shortage of core textbooks, resulting in a situation in which 4 children shared 1 textbook. Dilapidated schools, lack of science laboratories and workshops, among others, manifested in declining results at the Basic Education Certificate Examination BECE and West African Secondary School Certificate Examination WASSCE. Our vision under my administration has been to turn this situation around and not only improve access to education, but also improve the quality of education. Mr. Speaker, we're witnessing a significant improvement in our educational outcomes. More children than ever before in our history are having access to education at the basic and secondary levels. With the distribution of free textbooks, children have access to all the core textbooks and no longer have to share. In excess of 2,000 dilapidated schools, popularly referred to as schools under trees, have been replaced. Teachers are more available and are more evenly distributed than has been the case in the past. Teacher absenteeism is down from 27% to below 9%. Mr. Speaker, this has led to more engagement hours between teachers and students. The construction and population of 47 newly built community day senior high schools means that more students are able to continue their education beyond the basic level instead of dropping out of school. These investments we have made are yielding results and reflecting in the performance of our children. Performance at both the Basic Education Certificate Exam, the BECE, and the West African Secondary School Certificate Exam, the WASSCE, have seen remarkable improvement. The very last batch of BECE students recorded the highest number of students obtaining a raw score of about 500 marks in the history of this examination. Mr. Speaker, we're recording improved performance in many public schools in the WASSCE across the country. During the Best School Awards ceremony, many rural and public schools are outperforming some of the better-known urban and private schools. Ghana has consistently, over the last 3 years, taken the 3 top spots in the West African School Certificate Examination. Mr. Speaker, the progressively free secondary education program, under which we have absorbed the major fees paid by day students, has this year been extended to cover 140,000 boarding school students. At the tertiary level, the construction of additional public universities in the Brong-Ahafo and Volta regions have improved access to university education. The shortcutting for work to start on the University of Environment and Sustainable Development in the Eastern region, the conversion of our polytechnics into technical universities, the creation of 3 autonomous universities out of the University for Development Studies are all creating additional opportunities for students to pursue courses at the tertiary level.